Welcome to this moment of powerful storytelling. If you enjoy inspiring Bible stories that teach faith, obedience, and God's mercy, take a second right now to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new story that can strengthen your heart and encourage your life. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever tried to run away from something you knew you were supposed to do? Have you ever felt a strong calling in your heart, but fear, doubt, or discomfort made you turn the other way? Today we are about to discover the story of a man who tried to run away from his mission. A man who thought he could escape his responsibility, but instead found himself in the most unusual place anyone could imagine. Long ago, in the land of Israel, in a quiet place where olive trees swayed in the wind and the hills carried the sound of shepherd songs, a boy named Jonah was born. His family lived a simple life. There were no grand palaces around him and no royal celebrations at his birth.
That's right.
His beginning was quiet, like a small stream hidden in the forest. Yet sometimes the quietest beginnings carry the loudest destinies. Jonah grew up like many boys of his time. He learned the stories of God from his parents. He listened carefully whenever the elders spoke about how God had led their people through difficult times. As Jonah grew older, something special began to happen in his life. He began to feel a calling. It was not a voice that thundered from the sky every day, but it was a deep feeling in his heart, a sense that God wanted him to speak truth to people. In those days, men who carried messages from God were called prophets. Their job was not always easy. Sometimes people listened to them. Sometimes people ignored them. And sometimes people became angry at them. But prophets were like messengers carrying letters from heaven to earth. Jonah became one of those messengers. He traveled, spoke to people, and reminded them to follow the ways of God. Many people respected him. Some admired his courage. But one day, Jonah received a message that shocked him. God told Jonah to go to a great city called Nineveh. Nineveh was not a small town. It was a powerful and busy city. But the people there were known for doing many wicked things.
God wanted Jonah to go there and warn them to change their ways. But Jonah did not like this mission. To him, Nineveh felt like a place full of enemies. He believed those people did not deserve mercy. And so Jonah did something surprising. Instead of going where God told him to go, Jonah decided to run away. It was like a sailor trying to escape the ocean. Impossible in the long run. Jonah traveled to a port city and found a ship sailing far away from Nineveh. If Nineveh was east, Jonah chose to go west. Sometimes when people hear something difficult from God, they try to run from it. But running from God is like trying to run from your own shadow. No matter how fast you move, it follows you. Jonah boarded the ship, hoping distance would silence the calling he felt inside. But the journey was only beginning, and the sea had a lesson waiting for him. The ship sailed across the wide sea. The water sparkled under the sunlight, and the sailors worked peacefully as the wind pushed the ship forward. For a moment, Jonah felt relief. Perhaps he thought he had escaped his mission. Perhaps he believed the problem was behind him. But sometimes, peace that comes from running away is only temporary. Like a calm sky, before a storm. Suddenly, the wind grew stronger. Dark clouds gathered. Waves rose higher and began to crash against the ship. The calm sea turned wild. The storm roared like a lion in the night. The sailors were terrified. They had sailed many times before, but this storm felt different. It was stronger than anything they had seen.
I feel its warmth and
The ship creaked and groaned as if it might break apart. Each sailor cried out to his own God for help.
with all your strength.
But Jonah was below the deck, sleeping. Yes, sleeping in the middle of chaos. Sometimes when people run from responsibility, they try to hide from the reality of their situation. The captain rushed down and woke Jonah. "How can you sleep?" he asked. The sailors began asking questions. Something about the storm felt unusual. Finally, Jonah told them the truth. He explained that he was running from the God who created the sea and the land. The sailors became even more afraid. "What should we do?" they asked. Jonah knew the answer. He told them that if they threw him into the sea, the storm would stop. The sailors hesitated. They did not want to harm him. They tried rowing harder to reach land, but the storm only grew stronger. Finally, with heavy hearts, they threw Jonah into the sea. The moment Jonah touched the water, something amazing happened. The storm stopped. The sea became calm. But Jonah began to sink into the deep water. The ocean was dark and endless. And then something incredible happened. God sent a great fish. The fish swallowed Jonah whole. Jonah was not dead. He was alive inside the belly of the great fish. And for 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah remained there. Inside the belly of the fish, everything was dark. Jonah could not see the sun. He could not see the sky. The air was heavy and the space was tight. But sometimes the darkest places become the quietest places where people finally listen. Jonah began to think deeply. He remembered the message God gave him. He remembered the moment he chose to run away. Now there was nowhere left to run. The belly of the fish became Jonah's place of reflection, like a cave where a person confronts their own heart. Jonah prayed. He thanked God for saving him from drowning. He admitted his mistake, and he promised to obey. Prayer in that moment was like a small candle lighting a dark room. Hope returned. God heard Jonah's prayer, and then God spoke to the fish. The fish swam toward the shore, and suddenly it opened its mouth and spit Jonah out onto dry land. Jonah lay on the sand, breathing deeply. He was alive, and now he had a second chance. After Jonah's strange journey, God spoke
Heavenly
to him
Father,
again.
I thank you for this day.
The
Your
message
light fills
was
my
the
soul with
same.
peace.
Go
I
to
thank you,
Nineveh.
God, for your mercy and deliverance.
This time,
Grace has saved me
Jonah
from the depths.
obeyed. He traveled to the great city. Nineveh was enormous. The streets were busy. People filled the markets and homes. Jonah began walking through the city, delivering God's warning. He told them they must change their ways. Something unexpected happened. The people listened. From the poorest person to the king, the people of Nineveh realized their mistakes. They stopped their evil ways. They prayed for mercy, and God showed compassion. The city was spared. Jonah had learned an important lesson. God's mercy is bigger than human judgment. Like rain falling on dry land, mercy can bring life where destruction once seemed certain. The boy who tried to run away had become the messenger who helped save a city. And the great fish that swallowed him became a reminder that sometimes the detours in life are actually turning points. Because even when people run away, God still calls them back. And sometimes the greatest miracles are not the storms or the fish, but the second chances.
Jonah tried to run away from his calling, but God did not abandon him. Through the storm, through the deep sea, and even inside the belly of the great fish, God was still working on his life. And maybe that message is not only for Jonah. Maybe it is also for you. Maybe you have made mistakes. Maybe you feel like life has pushed you into a dark place. Maybe you think your story is over. But remember this: the same God who gave Jonah a second chance is still giving people second chances today. Your failure is not your final chapter. Your setback is not the end of your journey. God can still turn your storm into a testimony. If this story touched your heart, I want you to do 3 simple things right now. First, like this video so more people can discover this message of hope. Second, share this story with someone who may need encouragement today. And third, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next powerful Bible story that could strengthen your faith. And before you go, I want you to participate. In the comments, type these words boldly: God is the God of second chances. Let it be your declaration today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And may peace, hope, and God's mercy follow you wherever you go. I will see you in the next powerful story.